Yeah, I think I prefer math.
I once had an improv session in like the stupid theater class we had at the high school where I was like, to one of my friends who was the other person, I was put my feet up on this desk because I was supposed to be a kid in the principal's office, and I was like, so I've been told that math leads to meth. You want me to do meth?
It'll be 45 gold.
How much?
45 sold.
Sold! Sold to the scaled man from outside the land.
Yes. So,
alright.
Shajar just sort of like saunters up to the bar.
As you do so, you see a bunch of hill-landed guardsmen just begin unleaning from desks and counters, sitting up in their chairs. Some of them even begin reaching to grab either implements of bludgeoning or stabbing that are available to the table. Others just reach for their own gear.
Silas
like he's about to start a fight.
To Anuska a little bit and is like, "This is also not how you remain undercover either."
Yes.
They don't. The thing is, to those of you that are still to everyone else, because you guys are sitting at the table, you see as the Hilllanders begin reading, so do the West Levy.
Oh, everyone's ready to pop off.
It doesn't take it doesn't take a high insight roll. The Hilllanders are daring you to start something. The West Levy are daring them to start something.
Fight.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can we like just buy some drinks and give it to them?
Well, that's what he's in the midst of doing. Sajar, as you bravely go through the valley of Hilllanders, you arrive next to the man indicated as Chaplain Lambert and begin addressing the bartender, who is just sort of looking not awkwardly. He's not tense in the way that his other Hilllanders are. He's more concerned for your safety as his eyes dart from you to them and all around.
Good man.
What can I get for you? So
I take out a pouch, pull out 45 gold, place it on the table in front of him, and I say, "A round to the entire establishment, if you please."
interesting. Make me 2 persuasion rolls. 1 normal, 1 at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Which
Normal.
one hates you the most?
Oh,
That's not good!
Oh man.
God.
Feels bad. Oh, we actually gonna die for a session.
Oh my god!
Wow.
This is so me.
Shall we run away now?
Life is pain!
Run
Yeah, it's time
away.
to run. Time to run, I believe.
You get a... Wait, let me check. You get a D4 on each.
Oh, that might...
Because you're
I think I rolled
blessed.
something. Let's see.
Guidance.
Let's offend everybody equally here.
That's
Might
fair.
get a 9 and a 10?
Maybe.
Let's see what we have.
Oh man, there's such... pain!
Should I just roll 1d4 or 2?
It's up to you. It's risk reward, my friend.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Well, we're
So-
starting off.
Starting off strong! Wow. He slowly begins taking your money and counting it out to himself, and he just goes to like this bell and rings it once, dong, in a manner similar to like a knockout fight, which may happen in a bit.
Oh no.
And then the entire establishment is still absolutely as tense as it was before you made this purchase. And the bartender begins like rating out rounds and of meat and stuff like that and saying them out on the bar counter. Literally no one goes to go grab them. Everyone is still in this ready to pounce position.
Silas also does not get up to go get one.
No,
Seeing
no,
as he knows grabbing a drink, Sadar's just kind of like that. Oh, I'm just gonna grab one, place it in front of one dude at the bar, next dude, and then when he places it in front of Lambert, it's gonna be like, he doesn't hide his voice, but he keeps it low. A word, please, and then he keeps on handing out drinks, takes one for himself, and starts heading back. That's it.
Do you hand out all like the dozens of drinks that are being made? No, right?
Yes.
Oh, shit!
Man's a bartender, so
I've been there for
man's a
ages.
Interesting.
barkeep. He's putting in the hustle. Like, he wants to make sure
Yeah,
everybody gets
I mean,
a drink. Even if they
yeah.
hate it.
Put in the effort.
Which background did you have, Shadar? I forgot. Guild?
Guild artisan.
Guild artisan? Okay.
Jeweler.
The fact that you're willing to deliver personally against a bunch of people, well, half the room that is willing to send you to the grave. God, what would that be? I genuinely don't know.
He's pretty unperturbed as he does this.
I think I actually have an idea. Roll me performance.
Just roll good.
Could you switch back to
Oh my god.
Holy!
Oh my god.
Oh my
Fuck.
god!
Wow.
You get a D4 on it.
You have a skill. It's not a very good skill, but you have one.
Yeah, that's right.
God, that's just insulting.
Oh
that it's the
my
same thing
God.
again.
I think
Yo,
we actually
Fred,
have to run away.
I'm halfway tempted to run this inversive experiment with your rolls, where we start considering 1s as 20s for you and 20s as 1s, and we'll see how much your success will spike.
It won't.
Okay.
It'll flip
Yeah, I'm
again.
done with that.
It'll flip again.
He'll just start getting nat 20s like, shit.
Shit, that's an hour 1 foot. Oh my god. You know what? I think, you know what? Let's take a 5-minute break. I need to just use the restroom, but I also need to stew on what the hell is happening at this point. Alright, we'll take a 5-minute break. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna get some water. I'm getting a bit dehydrated.
I
Yep,
need a piece
that's
of
fine. I will. Yeah, I beat really badly too. I'm gonna run off.
Just me left, or is anyone else still here?
I'm still here.
This is interesting.
Definitely. I feel bad. Like, he keeps getting bad rolls.
Such bad rolls. A 5 and a 6 and another 6. Oh, I didn't see he rolled the d4 and got another one.
Maybe he should do the experiment. I want to see, like, if he'd actually get something better than a 6. Components.
Brandon gets the fuck out of Dodge with great speed. I guess since the jar is done, I can just move over here.
Just note, I have a bad feeling that we're gonna get attacked in the bar.
In what? In the bar?
Yeah,
That's why I'm gonna see if Silas can get out without getting caught in the tangle.
I got water.
This is pretty par for the course with me and rolls. Well, I'm sad and glad that it's not Ray's that was cursed, but it's me.
Yeah, now you know that it's not a matter of your characters being lucky. Just you.
Yeah.
Just you. I never played Red Dead. I've seen some of it though. Roll back by the way, or
yeah, I think
No.
Kirsty's.
okay, that's fine. Because you tend to hydrate. Stay hydrated, y'all.
No.
Okay.
Do it or die. Literally.
I would rather
You have 3 days.
Make
I
a
know.
pasta, 2 seconds.
I'm surprised Discord isn't picking up this loud ass bag.
Are you scrunching it?
No, I was moving it, but it's just loud.
This is a decent sound or noise mitigation, so.
Fair enough. And yet somehow
It just has a little bit fucky, like, detection sometimes, but when it detects right, it does well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Crush, if you want to try inversing my rolls, I'm up with that.
it would be a bit of a chore to keep, like, to inverse it when it gets towards, like, the middling numbers.
Just take 20 and minus the roll.
Shit, you're right. Wait. We'll see. We'll see. It's only the first session. It's only the first session.
Yeah.
Where did we say the doors were in the,
To your guys' eventual far right, and then down and left.
Why checking, huh?
She's already planning her escape.
Yeah, why would you need to plan your escape? You're crazy.
I'm just curious is all.
Yeah.
Ah.
One here.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I
Welcome
am
back.
welcomed.
Bienvenue.
We all back then?
It's freezing.
Oh, I know Garth is making coffee.
Yep.
I think he said coffee. I'm pretty sure he said coffee.
I wish I had coffee.
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 Coffee. What is this? Oh, it's Red Dead. Come on, get low, damn it. What the fuck? Yeah, that's gonna be what happens.
Huh.
Indeed.
Alice will provide music.
Mhm.
So I was trying to get
This
the dog
would
to
be
actually use the
the
bathroom.
preferred outcome.
Wait, what?
Look at the gif.
Sorry.
You sure
So,
about
we're all
that?
back.
It just cuts to dancing.
We're all back. So, about that 7. It's about that beer idea. Me, Gordon,
Now,
Barney,
your
from
life.
Mesa. As you are in the midst of all the Hilllanders delivering their drinks unto them, it is a tragic thing that you actually do end up tripping.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We had
As you do so, you spill the drink that you are holding onto a Hilllanded guardsman. He is off duty, but he is still armed. And it's like lighting the fuse of like a stick of dynamite, and you were just waiting for it to hit the end eventually, and then it finally goes off. Actually, we should change the music. That's great. That's great.
Oh no.
That's wild. That's crazy.
the intensity.
I know.
I love it.
Actually, isn't this similar to what happened in our last campaign, like at the first session or something? Wasn't there a bar
It
fight
was
there
like the
too?
second or third.
Yeah.
I was vomiting, so I
But
wasn't feeling
pretty
good.
close. Yeah, pretty close to the beginning, I think.
Yeah. What's your point? What's your point?
And it's like history repeating itself.
Alright, okay, I looked up music and it's way too calm. We need to go higher!
No, no.
Are we gonna have to roll initiative real quick?
Let's see.
Might as well get it done
Just in
with.
case. Yeah, just
Yep. I am
You're funky.
sensing the Oh,
I try to
shit.
find it. Give me 10 minutes. There we go.
You guys don't actually.
We can see the future.
You don't know that.
We don't know, but we can place our bets, man.
Alright, fair enough, but.
Yeah, Brendan's out of here, my god.
Do I have to roll again? Because it gave me a red message.
Oh, no, the
Yours
reason
is
it gave you
there.
the reason it gave you a red message is because it
Yeah.
tries to tell you to click on your token.
Oh, okay.
Because
Should I
if
do it
you-
again, or-
No. But so, don't. Okay, we don't need to do it again. But if you click your token, yeah, you see it adds it to the turn order automatically. So what the red box is telling you is please click your token before you hit the initiative button. So it will automatically send it to the turn order.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So if
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want me to do it again, I won't. I won't.
No, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okie doke.
I was trying to find the. Nope. 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 Yeah, I probably should have done this in the middle of the break, but I didn't think of it at the time.
Nah, it's fine. We're still in break mode. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm having pasta, so it's all good.
I
Nice.
forgot we have a couple of bards.
A couple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
This is true, but bards do have to call out their
They do.
bardic inspirations before the roll happens.
Ah.
Where the fuck?
C'est la
Yeah,
vie.
I could see a case that Redain might have given it to you. But the thing is, O's not here, so obviously he can't declare that. Actually, one of you guys ping O while I'm looking at music. Be like, hey, stuff happened. Would Redain have given Sajar a bardic inspiration?
Should happen.
Yeah, so some shit happened.
We're basically fucked, so say yes.
Not Sajar.
I
Fred.
love the
Fred
lack
himself,
of
he came into the
context.
game.
Perfect.
Fred's the one in there. Dude, Fred would be fine. Fred, if it were Fred, he's just
There
a
you
normal human, dude. He'd be totally fine. He'd be the safest one in the room amongst all of you.
As we went on our break, I was just like, yeah, I probably should have just dropped the mask and hood and just done it with Oriana. She'd probably get
Yeah.
less resistance.
Yeah. These things happen. It's okay.
Yeah. To be fair, she's also seen like hanging around this group of weirdos, so it's like less resistance, but still not the favorite.
Yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, hindsight's a bitch.
Oh well. Hey, Loaf, just take off your mask and make a clean escape.
No, she's not
Yes.
gonna abandon him the second things pop off. Unlike what, 2 of you guys?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's just survival instincts right there.
Literally none of the music I'm looking up is like fitting. God damn it.
Silas didn't come here to get into a fight. Yet.
Make that ever. Let's see.
O said of course.
Okay. Then, if that's the case, can you roll me?
Would it be a D6?
Yeah.
Since it's sort of retroactive, I leave it up to you to determine which of the 3 rolls you did, the 2 persuasions and the performance. I leave it up to you to determine which one you would choose to use it on.
Performance.
Fair.
Roll me a d6 then.
Please, I beg of you, get 3 as a
3.
number.
3
We're at a
plus
10.
1 plus 6, so 10.
Okay.
Okay, well that's good enough to save you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
10 is like the DC
The
I'm rolling.
threshold.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You got double
God damn!
digits,
I just
you're
spent the
good.
past like 3 minutes, if not longer, looking for music. That I'm never get whatever. I finally found it too.
Well, if you have
Hey,
it
you
for
have it
next
for
time,
5
that
minutes from
happens.
now.
Shit, you right.
Yes, we inevitably fuck up again.
Oh, just wait. It'll happen.
You don't end up spilling your rewind time. You don't end up spilling your drink on anyone. You do deliver out all the drinks, and at a certain point, some of the West Levymen actually do get up to receive drinks their damn selves. As soon as you're cleared from the proximity of the Hilllanders, like, so when you begin delivering drinks to the West Levy Legionnaires, they just begin getting up and going to go get it themselves, because you're not in their neck of the woods, so to speak, in their neighborhood of the bar.
Yeah, but you're not on their turf.
Yeah. You return back to your seat, drink in hand. And after some conversation happens amongst both the sides, as well as the partisans that aren't like Hilllandic guardsmen nor legionnaires, so the normal people in the room, a lot of them cleared out in the middle of that, by the way. Yeah,
because they're just like, oh shit's about to pop off.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh shit, something's about to happen. I'm gonna slam my margarita and get out of here.
You're just the margarita guy from Jurassic World.
Exactly. He's like, oh shit, pterodactyls attacking. I got my drinks though. I paid $20 for each of these.
20.
It's Jurassic Park, all right. It probably was worth $20.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it's Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Do you see
Anyways,
that shit
probably
was? Anyways.
So, you return back to your seat, and after some time for deliberations and discussions with both sides, some of them are keeping to themselves, others are staring down the other side. Chaplain Lambert does eventually arise from his, the bar stool that he was sat upon, get his helmet off the bar counter, slip it on. You guys can even see him lock it in place, and then he goes over to you guys. And he just takes up the same seat that Lyle occupied.
Conveniency.
You are very, very brave. Or foolish. One or the other.
A bit of both.
I can see. You wanted the world? You're the ones Sir Lyle designated, no?
Correct. Also, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chaplain.
He nods.
Yes, very good to make your, what is it about?
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance, yes. That is what they say, yes?
Nods.
He doesn't respond.
Silas whispers yes.
I see a number of you are. You can see his eyes under his helmet, and he scans across you guys. Nervous.
Well, yes, I've not tried to hide such thing.
Let's see. Well, you wanted the world. So, what is it?
God, we should have thought of questions for this guy. This is the moment where everybody's like, wait, fuck.
Yeah, why did we call him over here in retrospect?
Hey, fancy your drink?
In the
He did not bring his drink over. It's still there at the bar.
In the event that we do end up working together, what is your vision of peace? What would you bring to the table, and what would you expect to be brought to the table?
I will save the first question for last. What would I offer? Healing, spiritual counsel. He paused after that one. A better front face towards my kin. He throws his head like at the Hilllanders. Combat support. I'm well versed with a blade. Things of that nature. What would I expect to be else to be brought to the table? Professionalism, I suppose. Loyalty. Clear set expectations. Not much more. As for my vision of peace, he looks over at his brothers in arms. He looks over at the West Levy across his other shoulder. I will not mince words with you. I am not a fan of the Nevros, but I am even less of a fan of my brethren sullying our honor. The Hollands have stood here as the provincial wall for centuries. We have always been loyal to the provinces, to the king, to the gods. For us to aggress now would be to sully our entire tradition and history. You want to know what my vision of peace is? It is this. He gestures around the bar, but with less tension, with everyone knowing where they stand, as opposed to, he quiets down at that, being at each other's necks. If the Nevers want peace and are willing to keep it, we are bound to keep our end of the bargain and oblige the peace. Though I don't blame my brothers in arms for assuming the future. We have precedents for such after all. But it is not our duty to take the first strike. Does that satisfy your questions?
I look to the others.
It does, yes.
Can I ask why our specific group's avenue is what you're aiming for, rather than some other approach?
I do not know. If I'm being perfectly honest, the only reason I think I was brought into this, he rolls his hand trying to think of how to say it, equation, is because my mentor requested it. My new mentor, that is.
Then I have a question.
Say it.
You say you want professionalism with us, yes? We expect that let me think words. You want us to respect you, yes?
Yes.
Well, you willing to return the respect. I notice you're not fond of me. You not answer my greeting earlier. You happy to work with me? Knowing where I'm from?
If you're wondering if I'm going to leave you dead, dying, or bleeding soon thereof on the ground, no, I will not.
Well, what about...
So, you don't have any stigma against...
Yes, you not go out your way to...
Sabotage?
I don't know this word. Hurt, I guess.
From the sounds of it, he's
Yes,
an exceptionally
spoil
loyal
us.
individual. So if he agrees to work with us, then I don't think it would be loyal to disrupt a group.
If you bring me along, I will do my damnedest, gods as my witness, to bring you back. Be it alive or in pieces.
Well, preferably not in pieces, yes? And
Preferably.
I shall treat the same to you then. I have no fights with your people.
Did we see him without his helmet on?
You saw him without his helmet on earlier.
Could we
When he was at the
gauge it?
bar, mid-20s?
Okay. How experienced are you in combat, anyways?
I joined into the military forces as soon as I was able.
Hmm.
Of course, military service here is a great honor. I've been in the forces ever since. I was first dedicated to a chaplain role based around my origins. But I think it is very fitting work.
Can I ask you to elaborate on the origins, or would you rather keep that to yourself?
I'm an orphan, like many. There are many Hilllanders who have lost their parents to the Nevils. As such, I was brought up in a temple. So, thus it was quite fitting for me to enter the chaplain corps.
Do you serve a specific god?
I do. I serve the Visa Devanted.
Garth has to remember what that is off the top of his head.
Do you want the answer? Or
What kind of do?
Can we opt
I
in?
know.
she's the goddess of order, law, tradition, and duty.
That tracks. 100% tracks.
She is the one of the most common, if not the most common, goddess amongst military servicemen. As well as guards.
Oh,
Although guards might also pay homage to Scalekeeper Therestia, who's
Checks
the
out.
goddess of justice.
Well, from first impression at the very least, I believe you're doing a good service.
He nods at that. Yeah, you need to. So, would you include Nevros in these peaceful lands, or bar them to bar them for to keep the peace? I must question. If the Nevros can hold to their own peace, then they don't need to join onto ours. But that's not my place to decide. There are many assimilated Nevros out in the western lands. He looks to some of you, who he's not 100% sure. He hopes you guys are all assimilated and documented Nevros, but, he's got a little bit of a bias.
Also, maybe, but I'm not sure.
If the gods and the clown are willing to invite you to the fold, I am but one man, one mortal chaplain. My will does not overturn that of the gods. So, gods be willing, the Nevros join into our lands and enter our peace. They join the flock, or they get hunted by wolves.
Doesn't seem like you respect each other's cultures very much, no?
I'm
Either
not
you
going.
die or you join. Why not both?
That may happen.
Keep who you are and be friends. Difference is good, no?
Not that the difference is heresy.
Some say heresy. Some say normal.
If they call it noble, I invite them to take the trial of chalices. Let us see how normal they will be then.
Well, shall see then.
Oriana looks around the rest of the table to see if anybody else has questions.
I am afraid that will be my last because I'm going to have to go to bed now. But I know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We might be ending. It is 5, so we're only 1 hour prior to midnight.
We got one,
I
guys.
know. And it did. So. Yeah, I mean, as soon as the inter-party stuff began happening, I was like, yeah, it's not even gonna be a one decision today, is it?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I mean, that tracks, really, doesn't it?
Filling out the characters.
Before you hop off, next week you're free. The rest of the month you're free.
Yeah, I'm free the rest of November, yeah.
Fuck yeah, mate.
Hey! Yeah.
That's a good one.
Almost start.
It is a good one.
I keep forgetting to type this. And then I end up asking you later in the week anyways, and I'm like, I should have just typed it for myself.
I just want to let you guys know that on the 19th to the 23rd, I believe. So I'm not available on the 20th. I have a business trip.
We shall play without you then.
Alright.
It's fine, that's 2 weeks away, that's enough time to get past the first part.
And then you'll have to catch the spark notes from someone, or catch the VOD or whatever.
Alright.
Thanks for the heads up, though.
Yeah, because now we have the numbers to do that now. Instead of, hey, I can't make it being 25% of the player group. One person going, I can't make it, is now like just above 14%? Less than that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a good time to mention that on the 15th, I'll be late. I can still come, but I'm getting a tattoo that day at noon my time, which is late. Yeah, of January.
Oh, of January.
That's
okay, remind me when it is January.
I will, I'm just saying.
Remind me when it is January. I was like, I looked at November 15th, I'm like, yeah, and you'll be late and I'll be at work, so.
To be fair, like, the 15th's like a short day anyway, so that kind of works out. In theory, it's a short day, unless Kirsty and other people...
We'll say, let 2 months from now us worry about this shit.
Listen, I thought I'd say it now, so you couldn't yell at me in the future.
Pre-warned. Okay, I'm gonna hop off though. But
Alright.
I had fun. See you all later.
Yeah, next time, next week, it'll be...
Get out of the bar.
Normal.
I doubt it.
You say that. Never say never, mate.
I know.
I doubt it. Right, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thus, it is now 2 out of 7, which is 29-ish% of people. Tell you guys what. I think we'll call session here, so that way, if you guys have any questions you also want to think of to ask Lambert, or if there's anything else you guys wanted to do in the bar, you guys have a week to think on it.
Alright.
Also, because it would let because I have the sneaking suspicion that he would probably ask questions of Lambert.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So we'll end session here, 1 hour prior to otherwise. And those of you that are in a different time zone, which is now daylight saving affected or unaffected, whatever, inversely affected, can enjoy a little bit more of a night or enjoy a little bit more of sleep.
Let's see. Where was everyone? I'm curious.
December in 2 years from now, I won't be fuck. Okay, fucking that's so Raven, dude. What the fuck? You see the 2 years in the future? I don't know what's happening next month. In this coming week, backstory stuff, if you guys have stuff you need to fill out further, do so, and let me know, and we can discuss and such. Again, I'm relatively busy, so I try to carve out some time for D&D stuff every day. Try. Of course, I have to share that D&D time with you guys in my Wednesday group, so... Try is an operative word.
Should you put, like, in the announcements thing, like a 1, 2, 3 vote for the people, just so we know, like...
If you guys want, but I think you guys want to go talk to all of them, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe we should wait on that.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want to make that decision preemptively.
Well, it's not... Well, I guess it is making a
talk then vote.
Yeah. And also just to see, like, where people's thought processes are. But, also, I can see how that would create problems, so...
Yeah, I mean, everyone says they're okay with the rogue up until you realize that she's like a raising bitch or something. I'm not saying she is, but imagine if that were the case. Here's the thing. Keep in mind what the slide says of in risk. So she isn't one at the moment, but she is the highest risk. So you guys could be the preventative measure of not having to deal with it, but,
Oh, please. We're gonna have to deal with that. What are you talking about?
Well, that's up to you guys. Like, Here's the thing. They don't know their portfolios. Like, they didn't write this and give it to Lyle. Lyle wrote this up and gave it to you guys.
Because it says liabilities none. Smile.
Yeah, so, like... you guys could counteract the liability, but, you know, maybe you may make it worse.
I mean,
I'm indecisive, so I know whatever I pick, I'm going to hate anyway.
I can resist anything but indulgence.
That chair is messed up.
She's just like, hey, you want to up? It's like, hell yeah!
Fucking nugget. Oh no! Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I never answered Neonot asking why I said anyone but the third one, did I?
I was just curious, by the way. I didn't mean it to be like...
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not gonna tell you, but it's fine.
Yeah. I would say, you know, keep in mind there is a distinction between the player and the character.
Yeah, I meant, like... not character, play... Like...
Oh, well...
Yeah, Garth.
As a player, I would take any of them. In fact, the Druid's probably, like, a weird and interesting one. But, like, I tried to look at these from, like, a character perspective more than a player perspective.
I promise you, all of them have their own quest line.
I never would have guessed that one.
And the thing is, just because you pick them now doesn't mean that you're not gonna, like, be able to swap out later. So if, like, one of them dies, you're gonna have to pick from one of the other two.
So
Or you, actually, I'd say you have to. You can choose to pick from one of the other two. You're free to, like, just be down a person.
We just have to kill them, and then we'll...
No, we don't pick, like, one of them in specific. They're like, I'm going to murder everyone until you pick me.
If I had a serial killer psychopathic NPC, sure, but you guys are level 2, so there's no way that they'd be much of a successful serial killer and psychopath at that level.
Because they're level 2, so they won't be coming out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only gets to level 8, I think we were.
You want to steal a different NPC to make your party NPC? I don't call it a GNPC as a thing, because, like, they're no different than any other NPC you meet in the world. The only difference is that they're in your party. So, like, if you guys want to get hyper invested on the innkeeper, you guys can.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean, like, the innkeeper has a story too. Yeah, so, like, you're free to get invested on the innkeeper. Be my guest. Go ahead. He just won't come with you in the field. So, yeah, they're just all NPCs, in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to grab a different NPC, you're gonna have to run it by Lyle. Because, like, he's not giving you these 3 because they're the closest ones. Like, there are 3 people that aren't Hillandically, like, are anti-you in this town. I got their cards, here you go. Just in the same way, you guys are not the only adventurers he looked into before calling to them. Like, this is the post-filtration. The reason he gives you them is because he thinks that they are valuable. So if you try to go grab someone else, the likelihood is he's probably be like, I already checked them, no. This is the final list of applicants, exactly. Also, keep in mind, these cards are written from Lyle's perspective. Obviously, he is quite capable at gathering information. But he's not like a god. He doesn't just know everything. So there might be stuff that isn't listed in any of their cards. I would say Kasai probably would, despite what Lyle says, I'll just give this head up right now. Kasai would probably be the least okay with working with you guys.
Perfect.
Well, because if you guys are Nevros, she believes you guys are traitors to the culture. And if you're provincial, you're provincial.
What is she doing here, then?
Wow, that's a question, isn't it? Yeah, so Kasai
says the former all us undocumented crazy shit.
Yes, yeah, so Kasai is like a free spirit, unsurprisingly. Versus Amber is also a free spirit, but she at least is provincial. So of course she's interested in provincial stuff. Lambert knows he has biases, but he's respectful and professional enough to not operate upon them, at least willingly. So yeah, because I might actually. That's an interesting thing to analyze, right? She's a runaway. She's a refugee, right? That means she ran from something, which means she could just as easily run from your guys' dying bodies.
Man, you're doing a really bad job of selling her.
Fair point.
It's my job to make them all sound shit and all sound good.
But she only.
You guys already made a job.
so far.
You guys made the job of she's a good option. I'm here to make it just like she's an option. They're all options. It's like Lambert exposed to artillery fire. How often are you guys going to be exposed to artillery fire?
It's
In Nevros territory. The Nevros don't have artillery.
I just want to like know the story of why this occurs, but also like you don't open up first base of like, hey, why do you have trauma?
I mean, in these sort of applicant interviews, you actually could. If you want to ask them that.
You just
Character's too
literally bluntly say it.
You could.
Be quite rude.
You could.
So, Mr. Helmet, why are you fucked up?
respectful. Tell me your backstory.
I mean, if you guys are gonna ask him next week, I can tell it to you now, and then you guys could like have the week for like follow-up questions if you guys want. But that's only if you guys are actually gonna ask him next week. Because if you're not, then there's obviously no reason for me to answer it.
No, hold off for now. We can ask him in sesh.
I think there's
Comes up.
potential, but also.
Hold on.
I feel O might ask, is the funny thing. Also, like,
Maybe.
earlier, Deus Volt's cleric aim what I want.
Yeah, fair point also.
You're gonna hate every Nevros then. That's like Nevros culture is so deeply baked into their fell god worship. If you don't like Lambert, you're not gonna like any Nevros. Like Lambert's like a lesser extent compared to them. Well, if you feel you're not gonna like anybody, then it doesn't matter which one you say you don't like, because we know you're not gonna like anybody.
Totally fitting for the character.
So that's the vote is basically obsolete.
You could abstain, it's fine. Wait, if he abstains, then we could all split the vote. Has that?
You could.
I vote for
Yeah, you vote for it. There you go. Yeah, you could just not vote to take any of these NPCs. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is an option that you presented.
Yeah.
We have 7 people, we're fine.
Yeah, you guys have 7 people. Yeah, like if you guys don't take any NPC, fine by me. It will make combat that much more faster. Although, like, it's not like I'm. Oh, you want to burn it down, huh? You're gonna die within seconds.
Just light the Molotov and then 15 arrows are suddenly sunk into his chest.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's a pretty standard. It's a sort of a joke, but it's also not a joke. That the world is in danger every day. And there's always, every day, some group of fuckwits saving it. Like, that's just how it is. So, like, go ahead, be the thing that tries to destroy the world. We got plenty of stuff that prevents you from doing it. Anyone on Twitch can co-stream episode 1 of Arcane.
Also,
Interesting.
great book, by the way, if you haven't read it.
I read it a long time ago. Back in high school, junior high school, something like that.
Thing comes out tomorrow, right? Arcane comes out tomorrow, right?
I mean, it's supposed to be today, later tonight. I think like probably like a few hours. Arcane release time.
Release date.
5:30 p.m. PDT. So in 18 minutes.
Oh, cool.
What's that for? I zoned out.
I am actually. I don't know if
Okay.
I should go bed now and watch it tomorrow or just stay up.
Is
I
it?
have work,
It's like a
but-
whole series, though, isn't it? Like you're not gonna be able to watch the whole damn thing.
No, I'm not. I mean, like
Episode 1.
first episode, but I don't want to stay up too long because I have work and.
What time
Unless
do you
you're
have work?
very afraid that someone's gonna spoiler at work, I'd say get your sleep.
I think I don't know if like everyone there is like as nerdy as I am though.
No, you're probably
Lost, to be
fine.
honest.
Okay.
The thing is, if you watch it tonight, you're gonna be tired, and then tomorrow after work, you're gonna be
I
like, do I sleep or do I watch Arcane again? And then you're repeating the cycle.
I feel
Okay,
like rest is
I'm
better.
gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up and watch it.
You have
All right, you
chosen.
go.
Holy.
I need to make an episode slide. I did, but I guess I didn't.